Hello fellow traders, this is Paul Lemmel, Big Kuna Trading Club. Got another stock here, OSCR, Oscar Health Inc. It's got a long-term cycle breakout coming off the pullback. Got a lot of interest on FinTwit the last couple weeks. I went in and broke down the cycles on the chart. Looked pretty good to me too, so I'm going to go ahead and break down the cycles here in a second. But first, before we dive in, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. Really helps us reach more traders like you and keeps you updated on our latest trading tip. Okay, this one has been in a pretty long term cup and cycle, kind of a sideways down cup and cycle, but you can see the very clearly defined cup. We got the handle back here, and we'll get a breakout soon on this cycle-based cup. Not to be confused with a regular cup and handle where it's usually the directly across from the U pivot is the cup handle. This is a cycle-based cup and handle which has a lower low, or it could even have a higher high in the handle area. So it's a little bit different than a regular cup and handle. So cycles are TM3 cycles. This is the 5 to 7 month cycle back in 2022. The 1.5 year cycle in 2023 it came out of, and the TM7 cycle over and over and over we see that being a dominant cycle for a pretty good move from the cup floor to the handle area. Now this one had the $5 psychological price point down here, and you can see once it got outside of that, you had the $10 psychological price point, got outside of $12.50, came back in and tested into that. You also have a $15 psychological price point here too, but next to PPP zones are the $20 and the $25 psychological price point. So you can see the key long-term cycle, the TY-3. Actually, let me correct this. It's a TY-2 cycle. It's a 3.5 year cycle. So that is the correct cycle there. And we got the handle pullback. We got Cat 3 in the handle. We basically got a TM1 1.5 month cycle. We got a 1-2. We got a TD9 2.5 month cycle, and then we have the 5 to 7 cycle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's about a 5 to 7 cycle TM3 on the handle. So you can see we had basically a triple bottom at that 12.50 psychological price point. Just held pretty much just a little bit above that, a little bit of error in the consolidation there. And so once we get outside of here and break through these highs right here, we should be heading towards that 3.5 year line soon. If you're unfamiliar with any of the trading terms I'm using, you can find our club lingo at bigkunatradingclub.club/lingo. Okay, now look at some targets based on cycles here. The TM5 cycle coming off the breakout of the TM7 extension channel would be about the $45 area. So basically you take the channel width down here, extrapolate it up here, you got the X channel, the TM5UX up here, about $45. So that would just basically be where you would expect a PBC zone to start to form. Usually a few weeks to a few months consolidation up here, building a base for a launch out there. So if you look at the base BMI, 16 BMI, that's actually 17 BMI. That would extrapolate the hundreds, and I don't think that's realistic. It would have to have some superior fundamentals for it to get way up there, coming off a cup floor about $2. But it could happen, but more realistic, I like to look for a couple 100% gain out of the PBC zone. So once we get up here, see where that forms. If let's say that forms around $45, 200% out of that would be 90 plus 45, low 100s possibly. So that would be a very good gain from here if it ever got there. It may take a couple years to do so, and but overall pretty constructive pattern here. TY-2 cycle, OSCR, Oscar Health Inc. If you're interested in our trading style and want to join the club or get one-on-one coaching, head over to cycletradingtrading.com. Hope you enjoyed the video. Take care.